Good afternoon, ma'am. It is wonderful to see you, as always. And of course, happy Halloween is in order, isn't it? Ah, the ears. You like them? I was particularly taken by the spirit of the holiday today, and thought that my outfit could use a little bit of spicing up, and I thought that the ears were appropriately in fashion for Halloween, while not being too ostentatious as to take away from your own wonderful glamour and style. I wanted to enhance, not distract, as always. Well, thank you very much. You flatter me, I'm sure. Now, you have a very busy evening ahead of you, so with your permission, I'd like to get right down to business. Wonderful, thank you. First, congratulations, of course, are in order to one Mr. Mark Ruffalo for having the foresight to invite you to his annual Halloween bash. Yes, well, you didn't hear it from me, but ever since the Marvel movie fiasco, Mr. Ruffalo's acting career hasn't exactly been up to par with his partying career. So perhaps he's taken this opportunity to rub elbows with particularly influential and talented actors and actresses such as yourself who might be in their prime and maybe looking at a few new projects that he's anticipating you might be able to find a part for him, perhaps. All of this is speculative, of course, so you didn't hear it from me, but, well, don't be surprised if Mr. Ruffalo mentions that he's looking for work, or mentions that he could really use a hand in these trying times. Well, trying for Mr. Ruffalo, you, of course, have been on an absolute tear. Yes, the last movie that you did opened a couple weeks ago, yes? I saw that it broke at least 3 or 4 box office records, so congratulations on that. Wonderful. The party for Mr. Ruffalo is at his residence, and it starts at 10 p.m. sharp. So, of course, we've arranged for your transportation to and from the party. I'm assuming that there may be a little bit of bubbly involved, so we're going to have a driver for you for both to and from, just to make sure that everything is as safe as can possibly be and that you can have a wonderful time. Yes. Well, I know you do enjoy cutting loose every once in a while. Yes. Of course, there's the matter of dinner beforehand. You have been invited to dinner with Meryl Streep and Cher at 8 p.m. at the French Laundry. Yes. So, 2 women who I would definitely not want to say no to. Of course, we have already called ahead to the laundry and informed them of your dietary needs and expectations. So, they're aware of all of that. The chef has promised me that you have a wonderful 8-course meal in store, highlighted by, I believe it was smoked quail, so certainly a little bit more exotic than the usual fare, and, topped off, he said, with dessert, which is, of course, the signature chocolates and candies that are made in-house and which have made the French Laundry rather famous. Yes. So, I hope you're looking forward to that, because I am just a little bit jealous. Well, pardon me, of course, not jealous of your success, ma'am, just jealous of the food. Well, I, like many other people, do enjoy a good feast every once in a while, so perhaps I'll have to treat myself one of these days to an evening at the laundry, but that is beside the point. Meryl Streep is certainly looking forward to seeing you. She, of course, if you are the most influential and successful actress of this generation, which I, of course, believe that you are, she was the most influential and successful actress of the last generation, so I see this dinner as sort of a passing of the torch moment, and I'm sure the tabloids will absolutely eat it up, yes. Well, they do like their gossip, don't they? Just like a certain someone that I know. No matter. of course, now that dinner is all settled and you are prepared for the evening, we do have the matter of your costume. You cannot, after all, attend a Halloween party without a costume, so I have arranged this short detour. I pulled a few strings and got us access to one of the classic Hollywood costume houses. Yes, well, I know a person who knows a person who owes me a favor, so don't you worry about it. How about that? I just have us in, and we have all access for the evening. I've done a quick inventory, and I believe I've identified at least a couple costumes that should be attractive for you. So, with your permission, we'll get started with the kind of fashion show, if you will, of a sort. Wonderful. First, this rather handsome bunny mask, a la Alice in Wonderland, yes. Take a little trip down to Wonderland, and yes, it's chic, it's in vogue right now, it's particularly ornate without verging on gaudy, and it comes with these wonderful little gloves. So, yes, white gloves, of course, for a white glove affair. Yes, it's very handsome, and of course, I think you will wear it wonderfully, as you do most things. So, adding a little bit of your signature flair, I think this costume will really come to life, and it will be you will be the belle of the ball. What do you say? Not quite. All right. No problem. I'll just set that back. Perfect. All right. Mr. Ruffalo did not mention that this was specifically a masquerade ball, but seeing as that there are many masquerade masks about, I thought we should at least try a couple on. They range from kind of your stock standard, rather plain but still quite appealing, of course. This one's a very handsome ruby color, and it's got this wonderful gold trim that I think will really bring out the color of your eyes, yes. I think they would complement them quite nicely, the linings. Not quite, something a little bit more fancy, of course. How about this? Butterfly inspired, certainly a bit more glamorous, if you don't mind my saying. Much more intricate design. I do hesitate to think, I believe the sparkles, the glitter may be a bit of a problem, though. I think it might shed. That's always the trouble with these types of masks. So, again, I feel like this gold will just be outstanding with your eyes, but I perish the thought of seeing you arrive in your lovely, lovely gown, and then having the look spoiled by a few stray pieces of sparkle. Yes. Not this one, no. This mask is certainly the most ornate out of the ones that they have here in stock. Peacock inspired, a very sturdy design. The others are not necessarily made of the same high quality materials, but this is all metal, and it really gives that glossy finish. It almost has a hawkish design to it, just like the peacock that it's inspired. A few sparkles here and there, but I don't believe that these ones will be a problem. I think they're a little bit better fastened, adhered, rather. And of course, you have the pearl and diamond inlay, which really just gives it that extra bit of luxury. Yes. I think this will look fantastic on you. This iridescent peacock will really be a point of interest. Yes, the paparazzi, I think, will enjoy this one. Set this one to the side, of course. And of course, once we get your dress all picked out, I think with the right garments that will really stand out well. Now, next, something a little bit off to the left of what we've been discussing. Not quite as luxurious, a bit more rough and rugged, but still a costume classic, the pirate. Not much to say about the pirate. It's a very high quality hat. You could also, I suppose, go for a Revolutionary War interpretation of the tricorn, but I have a feeling that pirate would really suit you, I believe. Bring out your more rebellious side. Yes. And of course, it comes with this lovely eye patch, purely for decorative purposes, of course. And though I loathe the idea of covering up one of your beautiful eyes, I think for the effect it would be just magnificent. And of course we have the appropriate garments available to us, once your hair and makeup is complete, of course. What do you think of Pirate Ma'am? Not quite. No problem. I have an alternative which I think you will enjoy. Something that's certainly very, very in right now is steampunk. This very, very high quality hat comes with these lovely decorative welding goggles of sorts, I guess. It's got this fantastic map atlas design inscribed upon it. And I've been told that you could really go a number of ways with this. Steampunk seems to be a very versatile costume. You could do, for instance, a tinkerer style. This does come with an apron, by the way, which is also leather. So you could, keep a bunch of various steampunk-inspired tools. You could do an explorer theme, a la Amelia Earhart. You could be off trying to circumnavigate the globe in a hot air balloon, perhaps. Yes. Or you could even be, a sort of steampunk swashbuckler, marry the two, pirate and steampunk. The possibilities are truly endless with this. What do you think of steampunk? I thought you would be at least a little bit intrigued. I will set this off to the side, of course. Excellent. Could you tell I was rooting for that one a little bit? Well, I try not to let my personal biases get in the way, but, well, you know how I do enjoy my gossip. Next, a costume that's a little bit stock and standard, but one which I really think you could bring to life with the classic devil. Yes, these are rather fun, aren't they? Just your classic sequins, but sometimes the low-effort costume is the one that catches the eye the most. So this, with some rather daring lipstick and perhaps even a little bit of mascara. I don't know if you'd like to go either red or black. We do have a brilliant shade of just blood red lipstick, as well as some nail polish. This is from Sinful Colors, so rather appropriate given the costume we're considering. What do you think of the devil? We, of course, would outfit you with the appropriate wardrobe as well as the pitchfork. A bit too boilerplate. That's all right, ma'am. I completely understand. That was certainly a gamble on my part, but I thought I would be remiss if I didn't at least bring it up to your attention. Wonderful. perhaps a, albeit generic, caped crusader. Yes. Rather intimidating. My thought was you could use this to champion one of your various environmental causes. You could be, for instance, Captain Panda, or Sergeant Stop the Wildfires. No, I didn't think so. Superheroes are, well, they're kind of on the out, if you catch my meaning, so I appreciate your dedication to being on the bleeding edge of pop culture. Finally, a classic, one which I think you'll enjoy. Over here we have it mostly set up. There's a wizard robe on it, where I don't really know where that came from, but it's there. The classic nerd. I have some glasses, which with a little bit of masking tape could really embody the classic Hollywood nerd, and I think that you could really bring some chic to it, and by the end I think we would have an attractive yet appropriately corny nerd costume that well, I believe it would be an internet sensation, and I think the paparazzi would absolutely foam at the mouth to get a photograph of you in this costume. What do you think? I see. Wonderful. Excellent. Well, now that you've made your selection, sadly I must bid you adieu, because costumes are not complete without hair or makeup, and I'll have to turn you over to the girls for that. I am not terribly qualified in that department, but I will, of course, meet back up with you after that so that we can discuss your wardrobe. So, wonderful. Thank you so much for enduring my little try-on session, my little fashion show for you. But I really do appreciate it, and I really think that you're going to look stunning in that costume. So, I think, as always, your judgment has been fantastic. So, you're going to look fantastic. You are going to certainly be the standout attendee at Mr. Ruffalo's party, and I, of course, wish you well with the dinner. I'm not in the slightest jealous. Yes. Well, thank you so much again for stopping by, and I will see you again soon. So, wonderful. Have a good one.